Well, we're staying with this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration, where President Muhammadu Buhari led a wreath-laying event and reviewed a presidential parade at the National Arcade in Abuja. The president was joined by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, and other dignitaries. But TVC's Tai Amudu in Abuja, Jesse Tafida in northern Nigeria, Ayodeji Moradeyo in the southwest, and Joseph Kunde in the south-south reports that the annual event is marked to honor the fallen heroes and veterans who gave their all in the service of the nation.
The Nigerian armed forces have continued to battle the numerous security threats bedeviling the nation. The northern region has had its fair share of insecurity, with thousands killed, displaced and abducted. In the course of protecting and defending the nation's integrity, many soldiers paid the ultimate sacrifice. Now, it is time to pay tribute to the fallen heroes. Commemorating the Armed Forces Remembrance Day in the Northeast region, governors of Borno, Adamawa, Taraba, Gombe and Yobe states led dignitaries to laying of wreaths in honor of the nation's fallen heroes as part of the grand finale marking the day. They pledged to continue supporting families of the fallen heroes so as to give their children a future.
We have no other country than to keep the United Nigeria. This is the only option for West Africa, for Africa, and for the world.
The nation is at a crossroads due to the plethora of security challenges. You should not be tired of serving your fatherland, as your expertise is more needed today than ever before.
In the same vein, governors from the Northwest and North Central commemorated the Armed Forces Remembrance Day in a grand style. They believe that supporting the Nigerian Armed Forces will go a long way in improving the security situation in the region.
We thank Mr. President for declaring the bandits as terrorists, because that means they are going to go and receive different kind of treatment from what they have been receiving. And we pray that God will grant all the support to our security agencies to overcome all these bandits.
So let's take this moment to appreciate the men in uniform today, and those even not in uniform, like the DSS and the DIA, and who are doing a yeoman's job to keep us safe. So let's appreciate those that have gone and those that remain alive.
I wish to reiterate our commitment towards supporting the security agencies in the fight against banditry, kidnapping, cattle rustling, armed robbery, and other forms of criminality across the state.
We have lost very fine men and women of the armed forces in different conflicts. So this is a moment to reflect on their service, to appreciate, to show the living ones that even after they depart in course of their duties, we will never forget them.
What we must continue to do is to ensure that members of their family that they have left behind do not suffer, particularly the children, their education, their well-being, and the widows. And I believe that governments at various levels are doing their best in that regard.
I would like to appreciate the Nigerian Armed Forces and their sister security agency in the state for their exceptional contribution in ensuring that working facility and logistic tools are utilized to their full potential.
The Nigerian Armed Forces have been commended for protecting the nation from its enemies, especially dealing decisively with terrorists and other criminal elements, urging them not to relent. In the face of security challenges, the efforts of the Nigerian Armed Forces in defending the territorial integrity of the nation is not in doubt. Many have paid the ultimate price, a motivation for those alive to carry the baton. The Armed Forces Remembrance Day is a reminder of the sacrifices of the past heroes and a call to action for the government to ensure the payment of entitlement of the fallen heroes and surviving veterans to cater for the needs of the families they left behind. Jessita Fida, TVC News, Maiduguri.